Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with another video, and in this video I want to talk about whether or not making the jump to 1440p is worth it. Now obviously I'm not going to be showing you comparisons or anything like that. YouTube's compression would do a number on a video like that anyway. If you want to see the difference in quality between 1080p and 1440p, you really just have to find a 1440p display and look at it. So rather, in this video I want to talk about my experiences gaming at 1440p. I got my Asus 1440p monitor almost 3 years ago, and it's been my primary gaming resolution, but sometimes I do think, man, I should have just stuck with 1080p. Not to say that gaming in 1440p isn't amazing, it is. Whenever you make one of those big resolution jumps, I had it from 720p to 1080p and then again to 1440p, the initial luster of it is just insane. Your jaw will be on the floor for a while and you'll think, damn, this game looks really good, whatever game you're playing. And for me, that's great because I do consider myself a bit more of a graphics whore. I like my games to look good is all. However, that initial luster does wear out, and that's when reality sets in. 1440p gaming is pretty demanding. Some of you might think I was an idiot to get a 1440p display considering my PC at the time was pretty mid-range, and the display costed like $400. I probably should have just put that money towards a better video card, but I was stupid and I was in such a resolution kick at that point because I had just seen the difference between 720 and 1080, and I thought, imagine 1440p, it's gonna be like an eyegasm. The greatest gaming experience known to man was within my fingertips, and I just bought the damn monitor. And for those of you that are looking to get a consistent frame rate in the top of the line games while also gaming at 1440p, be prepared to drop a pretty penny. The GTX 1070 is a $440 video card, and even it has some trouble completely maxing out the higher end games at getting 60 FPS. If you max out The Witcher 3, you'll be getting about 45 to 50. I actually have a separate video on that, so make sure to check that out if you're interested. And especially with 1440p monitors getting cheaper and cheaper, it's become more of an enticing option for even those of you that play on mid-range PCs. And if you're playing games such as League of Legends and World of Warcraft, you'll be fine at 1440p. Those games don't take much to run, and even on a lower end PC, you'll be able to run them fine at higher resolutions. So by all means, if you play games like League and you just want to play it at a higher resolution with your mid-end PC, go for it. But if you're someone like me who likes to play the newest games and you really like maxing your games out, maybe think about sticking with 1080p. 1440p is obviously going to be much more demanding right out of the gate, but what I've really noticed is that if you want to continue playing at that resolution, you're going to have to upgrade much quicker. And you might think, well, isn't that the case at every resolution? It's just more demanding games being released, and yes, that is the case, but at 1440p, that's going to be expedited. And with a mid-range PC, you're just going to fall behind relatively quickly. Now, there's also the option of, well, you've got a 1440p monitor, but you can also play games at 1080p on it. I personally think playing games on a monitor not in its native resolution looks pretty bad, and once you've seen 1440p, it's so hard to go back to 1080. It's kind of like when you move over from console gaming to PC gaming. Once you see the 1080p 60 FPS, you can't go back to consoles, and once you see 1440p, it's hard to go back, at least in my opinion. It actually got to the point where I had my 970 that I had this 1440p monitor, and it looked so good, so in an attempt to forget about 1440p, I literally unplugged the monitor, put it in my closet, and plugged in a 1080p monitor and started gaming on it. And as far as running games at a native resolution, the games look pretty good. But now I'm just wasting my 1440p monitor and I ended up hooking it back. Now at this point, I'm happy that I'm gaming at 1440p. I've got a 1070, it's a beast of a video card. But I know to continue gaming at this resolution, I'll have to upgrade in 2 or so years if I want to maintain the kind of settings that I like. I'm in a position where I can do that, and if you are too, get a 1440p monitor. It looks absolutely amazing. But for those of you on tighter budgets that see, oh, these monitors are dropping in price and you just want to drop a few $100s on it, you do what you want, but sometimes what do they say? Ignorance is bliss, and just sticking to 1080p might be your best bet. If you're looking to get the most longevity out of your PC, just continue gaming at 1080p. It's gonna get to a point where eventually even more budget and video cards are gonna be able to do high quality 1440p gaming, and at that point I would say jump on the train, although at that point some people would have jumped off the 1440p train onto the 4K train, but you get what I'm saying. For those of you looking to buy something like a 1070, I would say think about picking up a 1440p monitor. Sure, you won't get 60 FPS on everything maxed out, but you're gonna get a really good experience that looks amazing. This is a topic that is kind of hard to talk about because at the end of the day, so much of this is subjective. And there are a lot of variables in play given someone's situation. But I hope I was able to clear some things up for you. If you guys have a 1440p display, let me know how you like it. Are you the kind of guy that games at that resolution, or are you okay going back to 1080p, and am I just a weirdo? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.